We've been talking about our 50th anniversary. We didn't quite make it there. It just ended too soon.
Come away with me in the night.
At the time when we met, I was attending the Spanish Assembly of God in Norwalk. It's called Las Buenas Nuevas, which means glad tidings. And Pricilla was attending a church in San Fernando, where she had grown up, and it was called La Trinidad. Las Buenas Nuevas, Assembly of God on Alondra and Clarkdale. I'm here right now, yeah. It looks really nice, they've turned it all around. This particular room is where they gave us our wedding shower here, and they also gave us our baby shower when Sheila and Cheryl were going to be born, the twins. Pricilla was not feeling well, and so I came to church by myself, and all the ladies gave me a baby shower. My wife wasn't here. When I got home, Pricilla was just so elated. I was the only man in here, and they gave me a baby shower. My brother Ruben introduced us. We had lunch at the beach, and then we went for a little stroll on the sand with Ruben and Carmen monitoring us as chaperones right behind us as we were taking our walk on the sand. That I had an old Pontiac Le Mans stick shift. The worst thing is that I knew it might not start. That's why I parked it at a downward angle. We were taking turns pushing the car around the parking lot, and we finally popped the clutch and we got it started. I was thinking I could really like this woman. I could really like her. After a few days, I decided that I had more guts than Shane. So I decided to give her a call. So our fourth date, which is now date 2 alone, I had planned a dinner at a very nice steakhouse, Ruben Steakhouse in Whittier, and I had planned a musical. Now, I didn't know that she had never been to a musical. So I called her. Now we're off to the theater. And we're sitting in the theater, and I'm singing along with the music man, all the songs, because of course I'm trying to impress her, you know. 76 trombones, the Wells Fargo wagon is a-coming, and I'm singing all these songs, and I turn around and look at her, and she is asleep.
Come away with me and I'll never stop loving you.
Everyone was getting drafted. My brother had already gone into the service, and now it's my turn, and I'm getting ready to leave for basic training. And I'm positive that this is the woman for me. But I'm not so sure that she thinks I'm the man for her. It was time to make the big move. I popped the question, and she said yes. But I'll be honest with you, it didn't sound very convincing. And I thought, if I don't marry you now, I'll come back to be the best man at your wedding.
Come away with me on a bus. Come away where they can't stand us with their lies.
So I convinced her that we should elope, and that's what we did. Picked her up in the morning, May 19th, 1970, drove to Las Vegas, right into Cupid's Wedding Chapel. We got married, and right back home. I took her home to her house. I went home to my house. That was gonna be our secret. So the next day, I woke up early and I called her and I said, "Hello, Mrs. Murillo?" And she said, "Wow, hello, Mr. Murillo. My mother, who always kept a tidy house, evidently I did not hang my coat when I came back from Las Vegas. She decided to hang up my coat, and inside the coat pocket was a marriage certificate. So our secret, we got busted the second day. Grandma and Grandpa Murillo meet Grandma and Grandpa Uribe. We all decided that we should have a church wedding. So we went out looking for an apartment, and we got married on June 13th. We moved things into the apartment on June 12th. June 13th we got married. The Pinecrest Apartments. It was our very first home. It was modest. It was small. But even then, Pricilla was already making it a home. So we moved into the apartment, got that key, walked in, and here we are. Wow, we're really married. And we have our own home. We have our own apartment. So this is it, apartment number 8. It is a small one-bedroom apartment, but Pricilla made it a home, our very first house. No idea at that time that the Lord was going to grant me the desire of my heart. And I ended up with 2 beautiful twin daughters. And then 3 years later, 3.5 years later, we got another bundle of joy. And the Lord granted me my desire of having a boy. I told her I wanted twins. Isn't the Lord wonderful? I told her I wanted a boy. Isn't the Lord wonderful? She sacrificed a lot to get me through school. She gave up her last year of education so that I could get through. I called Pricilla. I told her I got an interview. She prayed for me right there over the phone. I hung up. I went to the interview. 15 minutes after the interview, they hired me. I called Pricilla back, and she was crying. She had sacrificed so much to get us there. She was such a big part of my getting that first job and the jobs thereafter. And I think after that day, she just seemed prettier and more beautiful, and it just seemed like we were ready to accomplish a little bit more. But she was really deeply rooted in God's Word. Because she was an artist, she had all these colored pencils and pens and everything, and she would write notes to herself and stickies everywhere, and if she told you she was going to pray for you, she was going to pray for you. She had a servant's heart. She was willing to do anything for anyone. I think that's what I'm going to miss the most. There was something really special when it was just she and I. We were together. That's going to be something I'm really going to miss. And the friendship that we both shared for so many years, I'm going to miss that the most. So when I went to her bedside, I just told her how much I loved her. We'd had such a great ride. All the adventures, I thanked her for all the adventures we had had. I thanked her for all the love she had shown me, the godly example that she had set for her children and her grandchildren. And I told her that it was time to let her go. She was my best friend. She would and she did do anything for me. That's what best friends do. We lived a great life. We tried to serve the Lord the best we could together. If I had to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't change anything. I'd do it all over again. gonna really miss her. We didn't dance very often, but when we did, she always held me tight. And she put her cheek next to mine. That really showed me how much she loved me.